I'm gonna run, run, run.
Well, hello once again. This is your Bad Couch Guru, Lynn Lindbergh, and today we're going to take the term grit and self-discipline and flip it inside out. Oh, yeah. Okay, a lot of times people make the mistake of thinking that when it comes to exercise, they need to grit it out and they just need more grit and they need more self-discipline. Now, I am going to right here and today draw a line in the sand so you can see clearly and have the confidence of knowing why I say grit is kind of bogus, okay? Number one, if you are training your body for a very specific event. Say you want to do a triathlon, or you want to run a half marathon or a full marathon. You want to enter a bodybuilding competition, something like that. Then yes, you have to have a certain amount of grit and self-discipline to do that, because the exercises you need to do, how and when, the diet and eating you need to do, how and when, and the sleep you need to do, how and when, become very regimented in order to get your meat suit, your body, your skin, your bones, your muscles, to do the biology it needs to do to transform to become what it needs to become in order to either look a certain way or perform a certain way. If you are having a goal where you want to look or perform a very specific way, then you have to have grit or self-discipline to force the biology of your body to do that. Okay, makes sense. Like, oh, yeah, you're right. We are animals. We are an animal called a human. We're very smart. We like to think we can biohack things. But mostly biohacking is just a marketing term to get you to buy stuff. Yes. So if you're doing that, you need grit. But here's the thing. 80% of us in the United States and in most industrialized nations are not getting the minimum exercise body movement needed in order to stave off preventable diseases. To begin to stave off preventable diseases, not a guarantee of not having any preventable diseases. So this idea of grit and self-discipline for 80% of us is completely bogus. We just want to have healthy bodies. We want to be able to chase after our kids. We want to be able to pick up our grandkids. We want to be able to get really, really old. We want to be old farts and not have to worry about breaking our hip while we're standing. We want to be able to balance and walk up and down a flight of stairs without wondering if it's going to be a death-defying experience when we get older. We want to be able to get up and down from the toilet without help and wipe our own butts without help. Like we have other priorities in our life, and triathlons and marathons and bikini competitions are not on the list. And we have so much that we need grit and self-discipline for already. So when it comes to exercise, there's no grit and self-discipline left. So that's why it's failing for us to say you just need to be relying on grit and self-discipline. And then we tend to have negative self-talk around that. And then we tend to think we're just not good enough, blah, 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 blah. So the reason grit and self-discipline doesn't work is because it doesn't make you smile. It doesn't match with your life. You want to be doing physical exercise and activities that you enjoy, that you love, that are free, that, maybe the gym is part of that. Maybe a personal trainer is part of that. Maybe it's hiking, kayaking. Maybe it's yard work. Maybe it's, doing 10 squats while you brush your teeth. Maybe it's like me. I do a lot of my exercise while I watch TV in my home. I love it. So you got to flip this idea around of what we've been told and instead get exercise and activities that you love that don't require so much grit and self-discipline. And that's what works, because that gets you in a spot where you're enjoying your life and you're not just working all day long and then you come home and you got to now do the workout that you hate, or you're not sacrificing an hour of sleep in the morning to do the workout that you really don't want to do because you know you got to grit it out. Blah, that's not a life we want to live. And that's why grit isn't sustainable for exercise for 80% of us. So there you have it. Quit relying on grit unless you truly have a goal that you don't mind sacrificing a lot of grit for, and that will get you on a path to where exercise seems easy for you. Alrighty, friends, we'll see you tomorrow or in a day or two. Bye-bye now. Exercise should not be dreadful, but getting off the couch is the hardest exercise of all. Remember to head on over to our homepage at couch2active.com and see what's going on over there. Do give a great review on your podcast platform. That will help spread the word of Couch2Active. Bye-bye now.